Boomer Sooner, everybody. You guys know me. I'm Harry James. The next couple of minutes, we'll talk about Oklahoma and Temple, a series that will continue this weekend in college football. Plus the series history and why it might be a little bit later next week when the new preview and review comes out for OU football, at least for me, this week. Or next week, I'm sorry. But first, the Sooner hint. Sooner Stumper and all. Here is the Sooner Stumper. Where did the Oklahoma Sooners play when they last met Temple at Temple? By the way, here's your hint, guys. That was way back in 1942. 1942, Oklahoma Temple was played in Philadelphia, but where was the game played? We'll talk about it, plus we'll preview Oklahoma and Temple right here, right now, 1982 Boomer Sooner. You know what to do. Do not go away. And welcome back to the show, everybody. You guys know me. I'm Harry James. First part was the Sooner Stumper. When Temple and Oklahoma played back in 1942 at Temple, where was the game played? Well, it was played at Temple Stadium, then home of the Temple Owls. This year, time, of course, is being played at the new Eagles Stadium that was opened a couple of years ago. All right. Series history, Oklahoma 2-3 with a 67.0% winning clip. The last win for Temple in the series was way back in that 1942 set where Temple won 14-7 at Temple. Oklahoma won the first set of the next set of home and homes. Last year won it 51-3 over the Owls. Pre-game fun. The WWLS crew, the sports animal, they're always out on Campus Corner at O'Connell's. Right there in front. Cannot miss it. They got a big truck there waiting for you. The ref, now they're at a couple of places now. They're at Boyd Street Ventures. They're on Campus Corner. And El Pablo, they're on Campus Corner. That's the ref. And the franchise just north of the football stadium, over by McCaslin Fieldhouse, that's where they are, at the party at the Palace. And then soon thereafter for the home games, Gabe Ikard and Chris Plank use that space for the OU official OU Tailgate show. More about Chris and Plank here, Gabe and Plank here, I'm sorry, in a second. But first, Saturday, September 13th, 11 a.m. kick, ESPN2, Oklahoma and Temple. I, by the way, will be there for that one. So that's kind of why it's going to be kind of a squirrely schedule upcoming for Auburn. I will be getting back, I believe, at like 5 o'clock on next Sunday. So that's kind of short notice for me to be gone by Sunday, do all my prep for Auburn, do all my post-prep, get all sorts of, and picks, get all that out, and then go back to work on Monday. That's a lot, even for me. So I'm going to take my time here. So it might be a minute next week, but you will get a pregame and a postgame and a picks from Moa right here. 1982 Boomer Sooner. So now that that's out of the way, let's see how the rest of you guys can listen to the broadcast, at least Sooner Sports Network wise. If you're going to do that, you'll hear Toby Rowland, play-by-play man for the Sooners football. basketball, and baseball for the Sooners, and is the KWTV News 9 sports director, and does some TV time Monday through Friday during the evening shows at 6 and 10. His radio analyst, Teddy Lehman, one of the better linebackers in Sooner history. KRF from 3 to 6, Monday through Fridays, where you can hear him. Sideline reporting, Gabe Eichard. You can hear him on Sirius XM 375 from 3 to 5, and is one half of the Oklahoma Breakdown. The other half is the aforementioned Teddy Lehman and the regular sideline reporter, Chris Plank, 9 to 6, 6 to 9 on the, 6 to 9 on the ref Monday through Friday, and Fox Sports Radio national host from 10 to 1 on the weekends. Their head coach, Brent Venables, 4th year at Oklahoma. Overall, coached in 41 games as a head coach with a 24-17 record. That's 85.5% winning clip. Conference play, 26 games with a 12-14 overall record. That is a 46.1% winning clip. Bowl record 0-3. Conference championship history, 8 conference titles, or divisional titles for the Sooners since 2000, or 99, I should say, when Stoops got here. 2000, 02, 03, 04, 6, 7, 8, and 10. Qualified for 4 more once they brought back the Big 12 championship. Qualified for it in 17, 18, 19, and 20. Adding them all up, that is 13 conference titles. Won them in 2000, 02, 04, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Now, the 2012 one, this is one that gets kind of squirrely. They tied with Kansas State in the overall standings. Kansas State won the game in Norman that year. Kansas State won the outright conference championship in the Fiesta Bowl berth with, I believe, Oregon that year. In 2024, what about a 6-7 overall season last year? 2-6 in league play. Did get to the 6-win total to earn them a bowl game. Lost to Navy in the Armed Force Bowl in Fort Worth, 21-20. For 2025, Oklahoma off to a hot start so far, at least. 2-0, but 0-0 in bowl games, or in SEC play, I'm sorry. The 2 wins over Illinois State and Michigan. The Illinois State one was a 35-3 whomping, and then Oklahoma came back and took care of Michigan late, 24-13. Offense productional numbers for Oklahoma and Temple. Oklahoma averages on offense 29.5 points per ball game and 451.5 yards of offense. While defensively, they surrender 8 points per ball game for the Sooners, and they surrender 219.5 yards per ball game for the SWNERS of Oklahoma. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the Temple Owls. Their head coach is the Temple Owls head coach, K.C. Keeler, a Delaware grad from 1980. First season at Temple, that is 2024, but not his first job as head coach. He's done D3, D1A, and D1 football. D3, he coached in 111 games with a record of 88, 22, and 1. That is an 80% winning clip. Conference play, 38-7 in 45 games for 84.4% winning clip. And D1 playoffs, 21-7, 28 games, 71.4% winning clip. He then went up to 1AA football where he went, let's see, 63 games, 41 and 22 overall, 65.1% winning clip. Conference play, 22 and 17, 43 games overall, 60.5% winning clip, and 5-1 in playoffs in D1 2A, 1AA, I should say. 5 out of 1, 6 games, 83.3% winning clip. And now, D1, 15 and 12. Well, in E7 games, 55.6% winning clip, 8 and 8 in conference play. That is around 50%. No bowl appearances though. Conference titles, 3 conference titles in the Temple history since 2000, 2009, and then 15 and 16. Now, 09, they were in the Mid-American Conference, and they tied with Ohio. They were later invited to the American Conference, where in 2016, they tied with the division with UCF, and in 2016, they won the conference championship overall in 2016. 2024 last year, 3-9 overall, 2-6 in the American play. Their best win last year was an 18-15 victory over Florida Atlantic. For 2025, they've already matched their goal win, their win total. From last year. In conference play, they've already got the 2 conference wins. They are 1 win away from a better overall record, and that could come this week against Oklahoma. How did they get here? Well, they took care of UMass at UMass, 42-10, and then took care of Howard, 55-7. Offensive defensive production for Temple, they averaged 48.5 points per ball game, 513.5 yards per ball game for Temple, while 8.5 points given up defensively, and they allow 211.5 yards per set in the games. All right, guys, as you guys know, I've already talked about this. I will be out of town this week. I'm going to the Temple game. Hoorah! I'll be out there. Look for me. I'll be in the end zone. The non-tunnel end zone, I do believe. So the team that does not come out, the teams do not come out. I will be on the opposite end, row 1, I believe. So look for me there. All right, guys. You guys know what else to do. You can catch this and all my other videos on YouTube, 1982 Boomer Sooner. Also, Harry James Taylor on Facebook or Patreon, Harry James Taylor. All right, guys. Thanks for watching again. Boomer Sooner, everybody. Enjoy this week of college football. And see you guys next Monday for the post-game and the pre-game for Auburn and review of this one. All right, guys. Till then, guys. Peace. Thanks. Boomer Sooner.